every Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And remember, let's get love back on the radio. Terrence Love.
What's good, y'all? Your boy Bars Banger here. And every morning, weekday morning from 7 to 10, I'm tuned into the best morning show in the world, the Morning Show Podcast with the overlooked MC, the Joker, and the Queen, VETTE Green. Monday through Friday from 7 to 10. You already know. Tap in.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jay Relentless, the one and only, and you're watching the only morning show that's moving right now. Every morning from Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 a.m. It's the Joker and VETTE Green. Tap in, tap in, tap in. The Morning Show Podcast. You guys already know. Regardless of the outcome, my time will never switch. Let's turn the road up.
What's going on, y'all? It's Case Closed. Ain't no other. I'm tuned in to the Morning Show Podcast, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's hosted by overlooked MC The Joker and VETTE Green. If y'all ain't tuned in, I don't know what you doing.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Naquasia, and you are listening to the only show moving in the morning, the Morning Show Podcast with Joker and VETTE. Every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And I don't want nobody but you tuned in.
I don't know, waste my time. You better treat me right. And I don't know, waste my time.
Oh, baby, let me introduce myself. I'm the doctor of your heart. You can call me love. I'm the type of man. Just share my plans with you. Just do your part. I will make your dreams come true. I need a woman that's gonna help me build my empire.
It's your boy, the Joker, the overlooked MC, right here on this Good Friday. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Where you at on your mental health this morning? We're here on this good, amazing Friday, getting ready for to be the weekend, baby. Let's go ahead and make it do what it do right here on this morning show right here. This is your boy, the Joker, the overlooked MC. I got the Queen, VETTE Green, in the house, looking amazing this morning. What's going on, Queen?
Thank you, Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. Don coming in with the big 7. Send me some of that energy, bro. Send me some of that energy. I see you out there, Bars. I see you out there, baby. Devaj, and I see you tapping in very, very early. My baby be one of the first ones up on in this piece, okay?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. You made it. You here for this interview with Mental Peace. We'll be in the building. Yes, no doubt. Yeah.
I
You see
love
here.
it's so funny how I got turned on to Winter Peace and her phenomenon when I was over at the Evening Rush. Like Big Mike is the one that told me about Winter Peace, and Buffalo is my city, but I'm learning from Brooklyn all the way up in Brooklyn who Winter Peace is. So I know the Evening Rush is very, very excited about having Winter Peace on the show this morning, and I'm glad that we can finally make it happen. This queen has definitely been doing her thing. I'm so proud.
Yes.
Proud of her. And
Yeah,
she
no
grew up
doubt.
in our hometown.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's from Buff City. Doing her
Lackawanna.
thing. Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah. She's that Steel City.
transplant like you, bro. You know,
Yeah.
Lackawanna, we love on our people. So big shout out to my hometown of Lackawanna. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out and shout out to the matter of fact, the Lackawanna people hit me up on Facebook yesterday, and for the reunion, and what I'm saying, I might be busy with the tour, but if I ain't doing nothing, I might pop up at the reunion. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and see how my fellow folks doing. They know how I'm doing. They all watch the show, so watch the morning show and all that. Where y'all at? Y'all, we got people here that's on a mental health. Big 7 for Sean Dawn. I'm at about a 7-2. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bad news on my baby boy, my son. You know what I'm saying? I got this in the mail a long time ago, and I never really opened it, but I finally opened it yesterday, and it's things that I'm going through with that situation. You know what I mean? When it comes to my middle boy, I got 3 of them. He's the middle one that's incarcerated, and then, because of his mental status, he might be in that system for the rest of his life.
I'm sorry,
bro. Going through that, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'll be all right, man. And but the thing is that it's I can't even tell him, because then he'll go through his mental stage and all that. So but I want to keep everything copacetic. Salute to Band Fam, Debonair, Legendary. Good morning, going up. But besides that, I'm good.
Thank you.
I'm good. Yeah. Good. You know what I'm saying?
It's difficult when our kids are older and we can't just fix everything for them. They have to be held accountable for their mistakes. They have to go over those bumps themselves.
And also understand the mental health part. He understands certain part of his mental health, but he don't understand everything. Me reading the report is like 7 diagnoses. So you don't understand, and one of the diagnoses that he can't understand is he got no control over that part. And that's the part that we're battling with now. Like, you know what I mean? And and I have a small trace of that too. But our minds ain't as elevated as his. I can pretty much function in life, in the community with mine. Thank God for that. And I deal with all my mental situations. I deal cold turkey without medication all my whole life. So I've grown out of it. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I do understand about Dr. Umar Johnson, when he said when you can catch them when you're young and you deal with things, how you can deal with things, you actually grow out of them things. And that's true that I have.
There's different initiatives that people are pushing out there right now, just so everybody know, to help combat these issues, especially that we face in the inner city and the issues that our young Black males face, because a lot of the things that we are dealing with as adults can be addressed when we are young children, because it comes from coming out of these trauma-based homes where our parents face trauma and they have not learned how to deal with it. Their parents face trauma, they have not learned how to deal with it. So different initiatives that they're trying to push is to help combat some of these mental health challenges that the kids face. If you can tackle them while they're young, while they're in those developmental stages.
Yeah, that's what happened with me.
Once you get older, then you learn how to deal with it. Like I spoke openly that I think I may have, and my daughter, I know she's probably listening, and she's like, "Mommy, don't diagnose yourself." But sometimes I think I may have a little bipolar, and I have a child that's been diagnosed with bipolar or some forms of it. And then I looked to my father. Like my father had some mental health issues. His father had some mental health issues. You see where I'm going with this? So you can really trace it back.
Right.
If you deep dive into your family, like you acknowledge your own health.
Man. Oh yeah. And then we read. Me and my wife read the report together, and his whole thing, in the background. They had my background in it also. They did research on me, and one thing about being in the system when I was in the system, you know what I mean, being the age of 11, being in group home placement homes and foster care, is they were still doing studies then. They didn't know what they know now.
Right.
And when I left the group home at 18, when everybody that was in the system back then, they throw you to the wolves. We're gonna bring you to the world, and you can fall or you can be successful. They didn't care. So I dealt with certain things in a different way than other people because I knew, you know what I mean? And then when you get to see later on in life, when you're seeing these things, it seemed like you be like, okay, when this going on, I didn't know, but now I know I was deceived. Then over here, I was like, I had to do this on my own. I did this without medication. I did this, and I survived all of that to now, and I'm like, wow. Like that's last night. When my wife was reading that thing, I'm like, I did this cold turkey in my 20s, and I used it. You know, that's where I understand that where I was at far as home is ain't because people didn't want to deal with me. I didn't want to bring a burden to nobody because I understood what I could do with my mental and my anger. I knew what I could do. And I didn't want to bring that upon other people because I didn't know how to get help. Because it wasn't you try to get help back then, you had to be what they say, go to court to a judge to bring you to that area. You couldn't just do like you do now and go to a clinic and get help. It wasn't like that in the 90s, in the 80s. The judge had to do that for you back in the day. You know what I mean? I didn't have me on my own. I didn't have the power to go downtown and do it. I tried it. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of guidance. You got to have a lawyer. You have to have this. You have to have that. Now it ain't like that anymore. Same thing with the child support situation. I had to have a lawyer to fight the case. You had no lawyer. You was just asked out. You had to deal with that. Everything had to go through the court back in 89. Now you can go to your local clinic, get a counselor, get therapy. You know what I'm saying? They'll work with you without having no type of medical insurance because of the situation. You know,
and they're trying to expand on that. They're really trying to expand on that. I want to highlight what Byers said because he said from foster care to prison for me. Do all of you know or have you heard of the school to prison pipeline? Because it's a real thing, and a lot of us, especially growing up, I can look at growing up in the Gates Avenue projects, which is now the Dorothy Glover Gardens. I can remember being in school with these young men who went to the juvenile detention system and right to jail. So it's the school to prison pipeline. I just want to read you all the definition. It's a national trend that refers to policies and practices that push students out of the classrooms and into the juvenile criminal justice system. This pipeline is actually a reflection of the prioritization of incarceration over education. Now, we can really deep dive into this. I'm not going to really deep dive into it. I'm going to just give you some high level things on what to look for so you can be like, have those aha moments. You probably are thinking of some people you may have went to school with and ended up right from school to jail. And a lot of these things are purposeful because they need people in these jails, y'all. They need that, like the slavery, I say it all the time. Slavery did not just disappear. It didn't disappear. What they had to do, everybody, and I don't want to get on here and start because I'm very passionate about this. What I realized myself is that slavery didn't end in a sense. What they had to do was they had to find another way to have people captured and we can get into it. We can get into this.
Had to be a substitute.
It had to be.
Somebody had to take that place.
Talk about it, bro.
Slavery.
And the only difference is now they have to. If you are in jail, they're paying you literally pennies. If you are in jail, you are getting literally paid pennies. If you are not in jail, you get into these positions, and I'm not saying because these service positions are required, but a lot of times these corporations, when you are a CNA, when you are in different medical fields, when you are in these factory jobs, a lot of times, if you look around, the people who are getting paid more than you do not look like you. And a lot of times these corporations take advantage, especially if you are coming right from jail and you get, like, there's this place, and I don't really want to call them out. There's this place in Buffalo that hires a lot of people who are coming out of jail, ex-felons, you know, people who may not be able to get the normal jobs. I went into this corporation on behalf of someone because I'm like, something's not right. This is like slavery right here. How can you be forced to work and you got hurt at work? Listen up, everybody. And I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to let it go.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Let's go.
Listen, this is a real thing. I had to go in here on behalf of two individuals because I felt like something wasn't right. One had gotten hurt at work, and the other one was facing what do you call it? Sexual abuse. Now, these are two men. And because they were both ex-felons, they felt as if they said something that they would be fired. Well, I went in there. Yes, I did. I went in there on behalf of them and was like, this not right. This isn't right. This isn't right. What I'm saying that to say, everybody, that some of us that are in these jobs that aren't paying very well, but we have to be these jobs. We have to have these jobs. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself, and don't be afraid to talk with other people that are working with you and see if they are also facing the same issues, because chances are they really are, especially discrimination. And you should not have to work if you get hurt at work. Okay, these corporations, they abuse their place in society because they know a lot of people coming out of jail can't just get regular jobs. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Because
it's like, you know, and like, you know, in like everything that I read on that and that paperwork, because I you know, and then I thought about it too. Let me go to this. Let's say this real quick. I requested this paperwork 3.5 years ago.
And you just now getting it.
And I thought about it like, you know, these are documents, you know, that it got to be signed. And I remember being in a phone call meeting with my son and all the people that's involved in this case. And I remember them asking him, since he was of age, asking them, is it okay for us to give your father, you got to sign this paper? And I was on the phone and he said, yeah. And his old person that was running his case had left, got another job and left. The new lady hit me up that runs everything and sent me a letter like a month ago with apology or something. And I didn't know what she was paying with apology for. Like, I didn't want to, you know what I mean? Because I could have sued for not getting that paperwork. Then I finally got the paperwork, and it was sitting in the living room table for about a month now. I haven't got a chance to get to it because I knew it was something for my son, but I knew it was important because of what they was packing. It was in like a manila folder with the, you know, and it was taped up and it was overnight jump off. It was, you know, had signs for it and everything. So it was like, so I finally opened it yesterday, and it had a background of my records, a background of his mom's records, background of his records, was really going on his whole, since he's been in the system, and they broke everything down for all everything he's been through, to the medication, to everything. So I was like, and it gave me a flashback on a lot of things they had said. One of them was a lie. Okay, you know what I mean?
Did it remind you of your own childhood a little bit?
That too. But the thing is this, you know, it was a lie on one of them, and I'm not ashamed, or I'm very vulnerable in my life because I'm here to help somebody that's going through what I've been through. You know, one of the lies was that they put on there that I did a domestic violence to his mom's while she was pregnant with him. That was a
Mm,
lie.
mm,
Now I did some domestic situations, not
mhm,
that one,
mhm,
because the time that she was pregnant with him, she gave a restraining order because I threatened her on a phone call.
mm,
When she, before we find out she was pregnant with my boy, and she called the police. The police knocked at my mama's door
mm,
and arrested me for that.
mm.
You know what I mean? And then they gave a restraining order. So the whole time, it was a year. It was a year restraining order. So that whole pregnancy, I was nowhere to be around because I can't be no more than 100 feet from her because
Mm.
I threatened her.
So somewhere down the line, it must have been added
Yeah,
to that.
yeah,
It's
yeah. I did that.
though.
I did some things, but not when she was pregnant with my boy.
Yeah.
No, that was a lie. You know what I mean? That part I need to get that cleared up.
It's
That's not going to
interesting
be.
that
That's
they
not going to
did
be in the
that.
documents of something that I know I didn't do at that time. But
Mhm.
I've done that thing before, but not in that time period. No, don't
How's the
put that on me.
relationship between y'all now? You and his mom. How's the relationship between you all now? Is it
No,
something?
oh, that's a wrap. No, no. Nah, my son on. I don't have no reason to talk to her.
Okay.
My kids is grown. They grown. They can talk to me. You know, I done did my part. We did that parenting part. Now they grown now, and he wanted me to be part of his case instead of his mom because of, and then on the paperwork, it said since he has been and have a relationship with me, he's been better. It's been a space of his mental health since he had a relationship with me. So they said that is working, and that was a positive thing that they did put on the paperwork, and I salute them to that.
Studies show there's so many studies out there, everybody, that shows when there is a present Black father in the household, it makes a difference in the child's life. It really does. The same thing with the mom. I'm not going to go on here and say, we all have daddy issues, which I do. I have some daddy issues, but I know men who have mommy issues. I
Mhm.
know women who just are not equipped to be moms, and that's just how it is. Everybody is not meant to be a mom, and everybody's not meant to be a dad.
Mhm.
That's just how it is. The challenge is that you have these kids and you aren't equipped to be in that role, and that's when we have these kids who have these issues.
Mhm.
I thank God that I have a strong mom who's still here. Thank you, God.
Yeah, and that's why I
Right.
salute mothers like that because me growing up, you know what I mean. My father was there when I let him, and he always there to this day. We have a different type of relationship. Like I don't have to talk to my dad for months, but when we do talk, we have a spiritual connection. He told that all that we have a spiritual through God connection, through
Mhm.
prayer and everything. So when we do talk, it's like we've been talking every day once we do talk. You know what I mean? We don't have that. We don't have no animosity. We don't have no. I'm not that type of. I'm not. God didn't build me like that. I don't hold grudges. I don't do that. But if I know you're having a certain issue with your mental, since I understand and understand mental health on another level, and I've learned more about mental health from me working that job in Indianapolis at the old folks home. You know what I'm saying? Working in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen. We had to take those classes because we was in that environment. It's mandatory in the state of Indiana. We don't care if you're a maintenance man, you have to take those classes. You know what I mean? To know what this is, what this is, what this is, what this is. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be walking in the hallway, you're gonna be walking in that building, and you might come upon somebody that has a mental state, bipolar, dementia, whatever it may be. And you have to know how to react that as you performing your job.
Mhm.
That was mandatory, and I thank God for them classes. Because now I'm understanding a lot of things on mental health. I know a lot of things on dementia. I know a lot of things about anything. So anybody's in them areas, I can relate to that. As my mother-in-law who has dementia, you know what I mean, that we deal with and we visit, and you know what I'm saying, she loved me to death. You know what I mean? And I understand her how things transition in her life, and all that. I understand all that from taking those classes. You know what I mean? And that made me and my wife closer, me understanding her mother. But we're going through. So now I can definitely support her a different way now. You know what I mean? So all these things come here for a reason. I thank God for putting these pieces of puzzles in my life together like this because it's a reason for it. But when I read that case and I read his situation, my son's situation, I understand. It gave me a flashback, not a flashback of me being pity for myself. It's just a flashback to how the system is, and
And
how selfish and lazy my mom was. It is what it is. I'm gonna keep it 100. She could have did something. You know what I'm saying? And then on the paperwork, you know what I'm saying, she signed over her rights away from me as being her son.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
So that's why I moved how I moved in the 90s. That me being homeless had to happen. You know what I mean? I didn't get no hand. I never asked for no handouts, but I still did whatever I can do to take care of my kid, and I did whatever I did. If it was me selling drugs to the streets, you know what I mean, or whatever. And then I did some things. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a stick-up kid, but you know, listen, I used to rob people like what? Without a gun. You know what I mean? I was
healing.
Yeah.
Part of the
survive, man.
Part of I'm glad that you got that report, and I'm so happy that you can reflect over your own life. We call that in the, what do you call it? The white collar, the business, the corporate world.
Yeah.
We call that an aha moment. So you were able to look over your son's report and think about your own life and see some similarities, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And you were able to think to yourself, wow, if, you know, this may have happened in my life, this may have went, you know, this way in my life, but you were still able to center it back and be like, you know what, but the Most High has me going down this road for, like, it all happened for a reason.
Yeah, and I'm educated. I'm educated with it. I accept it, but I just, you know what I'm saying? And like my wife said, that your son didn't have a chance. You had a chance. He didn't. That's not fair. She was in tears. And we talked about a little bit this morning. She was in tears. She's distraught from that. Like that's not. His life is not fair from the beginning. He was born, and they cut me out of it. And I could have made it better. In spite of what I was going through, I still could have made it better, and I knew I would have. Because my main thing in my mind back then, no matter what I was going through mentally, I knew that them kids come first. I was willing to put my BS to the side. Like, listen, we need them to get these boys together and make sure they good. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your mental health. I don't even care about mine right now. Let's make sure that my boys is good. That was my thing. You know what I mean? Then once I know they're good, then we can deal with us.
Heal everybody. I really do. I feel like it is important to at least begin your process. At least begin your process of healing, and whatever that looks like for you, because everybody's is going to look different. You know, some of us, we have to forgive ourselves. Most of us, I know I'm still forgiving myself for some things, but for me, I also had to forgive my father. My father, you talk about dementia, that I ended up being one of the ones who, now mind you, I tell this story all the time. My father was very abusive. He was very abusive. That's why I commend my mom for having the courage to, at 5.5 months, when he tried to take her life as well as mine, she was 5.5 months pregnant with me.
Yeah.
I commend her for having the courage to start the process to get away from him and not go back, because she didn't. And then she had to raise this girl, this baby by herself. You know, mind you, she was 5.5 months pregnant when she finally left. And then that means when she had me, she was a single mom. And then to have your own, I'm going back to our parents, because I'm sure that your mom had some challenges growing up that she brought over into her parenting that she hadn't resolved. And not to say that it wasn't right. I just feel like before we start to bring kids into this world, now that I know better, before we start to bring kids into this world, we need to make sure that we are at least in that process of healing from those things that are not even ours. They're our parents.
Yeah, the healing process and understanding your mental status, even if you diagnosed or not. Because right now we have so many things now that people's talking about this. We have social media now. We have our platform. We have a lot of our platforms that talk about this. We're not the only platform. You know, I watch like 30 other different podcast platforms that talk about what we talk about, and it helps me a lot. And I get educated every day to know how to deal with things, how to forgive myself, and I forgive mom, I forgive my father, I don't hold no grudges, but nothing. But I understand what happened, and I understand their decision.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That they made in life. You know what I mean? Because me growing up trying to get information in the 90s, I couldn't get that information unless you had certain things to help you, like a lawyer. You got to have money. I didn't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? I was doing everything day by day. Even take care of my son, it was day by day. And if I had something extra, I didn't use that extra financial thing that I was doing to do a party or drink. I didn't do that. I bought an extra pack of Pampers, so I don't have to worry about it in 2 weeks, just so I can maintain what I need to take care of for me. So that was my structure of moving in the 90s, being a homeless man. You feel me? And that's why when people like my baby moms and her family speak on certain things, I was like, y'all didn't know none of this. Because every time I try to talk to y'all threw me under the bus like y'all didn't care about that. So I never said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now they know my story
Mm-hmm.
through my music, through this podcast, because they're watching. They watch the podcast, all of them.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to speak my truth, you know what I'm saying? And let God deal with them. I'm good. You know what I mean? Your boy good. You know what I mean? I know how to deal. God did it with me in a different way. But God really gonna deal with y'all. I ain't worried about that. I don't stick God on nobody. But I know what it is. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I know, and it hurts me that I can't even tell my son what's going on because he's not gonna understand. I don't want to trigger. I want to keep him doing good, no matter he's in that situation. I still want to, you know what I mean? Make sure he keep doing what he's doing, and I can't even tell him the truth.
Because I feel like, and I may be wrong, I feel like that he is probably the one child that reminds you much of who you.
Oh man, all day. He me all over again.
All over again.
On steroids.
Don said once they get to a certain age, we don't need to talk. Me and my kids have to talk. Me too. I listen, Lisa, I spoke about Lisa Nichols before. One of the things that she does, which I try to talk with my kids about, is tell me how I've done as a parent, and be truthful to me. How do you think I am as a parent, even right now? How was I as a parent back then? Because mind you, I'm a teenager trying to raise kids. I'm a kid trying to raise a child, which you were also, bro.
That's right.
You came from a background where you didn't have a lot of support. You got to keep that in mind also. I say that to give us both some grace because we can be so hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
But sometimes don't be afraid to ask your kids and allow them to tell you the truth. Allow them to tell you the truth about how you are as a parent, because we don't get it all the way right. We don't. No. Hey sis, good morning and grand rising to you, Lola, Bam Fam, everybody. Thank you, Dat Burger, Dude, Jones. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this morning. We just having some conversation.
Yeah,
that's all. Y'all can.
You join in and have. We y'all like your mental health. We y'all like your mental health 2, 1, and 10. Put that in the chat. You know what I mean. And a good morning, Ann Roberts. How you doing? So I had to that letter and them documents I got about my boy really set me to a whole another situation. You know what I'm saying? Burger, do what you say now?
He said, a healthy and mature relationship between parents is something we as parents should strive to present to our children, no matter how old they get. I agree 1000%. Listen, if we've truly reached a place where we've moved on and aren't emotionally invested in each other anymore, we will still bear the responsibility as parents and leaders to cultivate and present some semblance of familial unity, in my opinion. Anything less is petty to me. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And me and him had conversations. Me and Burger had conversations. And it's one-sided in my situation. You know what I mean? That's why my youngest son is going through what he's going through. You know what I mean? And yes.
Oh, okay.
All day. Yeah, okay. All day. And that's why my oldest son is where he's at right now. It's a two-sided thing. I'm the father. I did my part. I can't do no more.
Can I ask one other thing?
If he blocks me from every social media, he blocked me from his phone, changed his number. I can't control none of that. You know what I mean? In a good book said in Proverbs, my favorite book, good book said, the Lord said, if the son moves on and don't front face to face to his father, he got to deal with me. Nothing on me. I'm clear.
I want to ask one a personal question, and I say this because I listen. I grew up in the '90s, and I seen a lot. Was it very difficult being in an interracial relationship and having an interracial child, dealing with the mom's parents who were white? Because I've seen this happen countless times, where you have these interracial relationships and the parents of the white girl fight the father to even have the last name, fight the father to be involved in the child's life, fight the father, just fight the father. I've seen it time and time and time again.
Yes.
I think that was a major contributor as well.
Oh yeah, all day, 100. You know what I mean? And her mother, which is her foster mother, who worked for the system. So she already did background check on me. That was against the law back then. You know what I mean? That's the HIPAA law. So I didn't know none of this. They kept a lot of information from me. Even back in the 90s, you couldn't get information downtown unless you had a lawyer. You can do that now. That's the thing that a lot of us young men has over me now. I tell them you can do that now. I didn't do that. I didn't be able to do that thing until the 2000s. That's why I won every case in child support ever since then, because they finally realized that women was using that as a weapon to the men. That's why the laws changed.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. That's why I asked the question, and I know it's probably bothersome for some people, but I've seen it time and time again. I just want to go up to some of these comments. That Burger Dude said, I'm a mental warrior acrobat. I sleep at 10. So anytime I'm awake, I'm beyond that. And he's also tapping into what I just posed, the question about interracial dating. He said they don't have to be white. Just full and fair disclosure that Burger Dude is in an interracial relationship. So is Joker, which I don't have a problem with, but I do know that there have been issues, because I've seen them in my own family where there's been a fight when a family member dated a white girl and it came time to have the baby. There was always a fight. That's why I asked the question, because I've seen it. I've witnessed it in my own personal life.
I've mentored a lot of young men that have been in my situation, and they all going through the same thing I've been through. And the thing is that a lot of these young kids now, like my oldest son, don't want to know the truth. He knows it's the truth and don't want to have it in a solid foundation when I speak it, because he already knows the truth. In his mind, he knows the truth, but he don't want to hear it again, because he's straddling the fence, because that's mom, that's grandma. He know they got flaws, a lot of flaws too, but that's mom and grandma. Like I said, I know my grandmother, rest in peace, had a lot of flaws, but that's grandma. She didn't have flaws with me. But the difference with my son, he's seen the flaws. They did flaws on him, but he still, because he was raised that way.
Because he was raised that
way. You know what I mean? I can't fight that. I'm gonna lose every time. I done fought for that for 10 years straight, nonstop. Didn't miss a day. And something God told me, let it go.
Because when we grow up, my mom never said nothing bad about my father. Nothing. The only story she ever told me, because I asked her why you are not with my dad, and she told me the story about why she was not with my dad. Other than that, she never said anything against my father. She allowed me to grow and see the man that he was myself, so that I can figure out, what type of man this individual was. And I think that's unless it's an abusive situation, there's no reason to speak ill on the other parent. Allow that child to have a relationship with that parent. Allow that child to grow with that parent. And I asked that question, and I knew it was going to spark some debate. I asked that question because I've seen it done time and time again. I know more kids more interracial kids who do not have their father's last name than I do know who have their father's last name, because the mom was not allowed. They weren't allowed. I know this for a fact.
Yeah, my
How many-
boys.
and not to get into your personal business, how many of your kids have your last name?
All of them but 2.
All, see?
No,
Exactly.
that's my boys. That's my boy. Joshua and Jacob do not have my last name.
Exactly.
My youngest boy
That's
do
all
though.
I'm saying.
My youngest boy do, and he's interracial. He does.
Okay.
Jeremiah has my last name. Jeremiah Job Stewart. He call him JJ. He has my last name, and my girls have my last name.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I've seen it done, everybody. I'm not gonna get up here and pretend like something.
And my grandbabies have their father last name.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That Burger Dude said, ask your Latin audience. Well, I mean, I have not seen that done on the Puerto Rican side. Yeah, there's definitely some discrimination. You know, everybody hate on Black people. They just do, even though we are part of mostly every race there is. Everybody hate on us. He said, it's Black folks out here that don't want their kids with Black folks. That's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too. There can be two truths. There can be two things.
He said all mine but 2.
Because one changed it and the other one choose not to give it to him. See, and that's Black on Black, Don. You don't have any interracial kids, right? Yeah, I mean, it be real out here.
But I accepted. I went through all that, and I know the reason why all these things, and they think that I don't know. But when we finally have a conversation, that one time I had a conversation, my baby mom and her mother at the same time, before my son got shifted to a different situation, you know what I mean? I told them how I felt, and that broke the ice. And they, you know what I'm saying? Now I say I don't care. I got time for the crocodile tears. I'm speaking my truth, and y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's why you're crying. And I finally speak my truth. You know what I mean? I didn't disrespect. I ain't do none of that. I just spoke my truth and said, you know what I mean? No matter what I was going through, I was willing to put my BS to the side to focus on what's mine. And that was my kids. I said, I could deal with me. When I get done dealing with them, I could do what I keep doing what I'm doing. Don't judge me for that.
Facts.
I still got to take care. I still got to take care and help out financially and be there. You know what I mean? I wanted to give them wisdom and knowledge as a father. Y'all didn't let me do that. That's more important than money. Now me and my son has the best relationship in the world. That's why I'm a part of his case and they're not. But they still trying to intercept and bring havoc and toxic into his situation. He already going through enough. Don't bring more toxic to my boy like that.
I'm glad that you did get that information, bro. I really am, because I feel like it was eye-opening for you, because you can reflect on you and you can reflect on your son, and hopefully, based on that you can find a way to have a even more better relationship with him, because he's obviously going to need you. And you're obviously going to be an example of what it looks like.
It just, I just know it's going to be tough for me. I'm not trying to pray for me. It was tough for me that me reading that paperwork, how the system get everything set up that where he's going to be there pretty much for the rest of his life, man. Like, he's not going to be in society. They really got him with all his diagnoses together. They say he is a menace to society. So it's like, it is what it is, man.
I'm sorry, bro. Let's everybody send some love to Joker, because my mama ain't lied. My mama ain't lied. My mama ain't lied. You worry more when they grow up. And when you can't have any control over them, child. Joker, I'm sending you all the love and light, because I can't even imagine what that feels like. I mean, I can imagine what it feels like, and man, I just going through that, and that's your baby.
Yeah. We have a good relationship, man. We have a good conversation. He understands everything. I tell him what I go through, and it's similar the same. You know what I mean? I deal with it different. And and he's amazing. I'm an artist. He's good at building things. Like if you see the stuff that he does, if you go on his Facebook page and see the things that he built, He built chairs and tables. He makes shelves. He do it with wood. You know, he does these things without even the thing that his one of his we did the Zoom call on one of his cases. One of his teachers and one of his mentors said that he don't measure nothing. He don't use a ruler. He eye everything. He build chairs, couches, everything. He's amazing.
He's creative,
amazing.
like his father.
Yeah.
He's a creative.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and go right into the the Black History Month. Let's go ahead and take a break real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're still waiting on winter peace.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And all that. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break here and make it do what it do. And while we waiting on that, we're gonna go ahead and play Winter Peace video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and tag her right now. Tag Winter Peace. Everybody's on Facebook. Tag her right now. I need everybody to tag Winter Peace right now. And we're gonna play her video right now. All right? No doubt.
Okay.
Focused, I'm tunnel vision, gotta use both arms. Nice with the switchblade and gotta keep that gun on. Body so heavy, can't afford to lose, I'm dead strong. Gotta wear your big boy pants for me, I've been on. All but all like shit when they come to me, ain't it for free? Thinking you funny, blow your top, baby, respectfully. Put in that work to run the show, this shit ain't come easy. Down on my ass, ain't had no cash, ain't have a thing to eat. Body the presence, body the book. Any room I stand in, all the haters be shook. Everything I do big, I don't go by the book. They say shorty too fine, I sip her up like wine. Shorty got that juice, her beauty a define. Stressing about you, baby, I do not have the time. Been putting in that work, my back ain't come to the phone. Salute to all the homies from my hood I put on. I'm on a new wave, open a new age. Hiding in your penthouse, baby, you ain't safe. Bring the storm to your front porch, baby, like my name. And if you wanna rock on me, then baby, get your funds up. Cause it all sound good until it's time to run up. Like getting expensive, got no time for chit chat. Walked away with your hoe like better get your lick back. Thinking they love you, they just want their get back. Yeah. Big Winter Peace, you already know God body, let's get it. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it. Now, here are our sponsors.
Follow the drip, follow the drip.
Are you one that likes to stand out amongst the rest? Well, check out Painted Drip by The Joker. Painted Drip is a customized footwear company that it specializes in unique hand-painted, customized footwear, which is hand-painted by The Joker himself. Shipping is available all over, East Coast, West Coast, no matter where you are, we can get your products to you. So follow The Drip. Check out their IG page, Painted Drip, for more information. And again, all footwear is customized and hand-painted by The Joker himself.
No doubt, we back for the fact right here on this Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Groundhog Day, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I am so happy.
Is spring coming or what? I mean, you know, winter been wintry.
We got this.
Yeah.
I would say good morning. I would like to say thank you, Joker, for enlightening me about our history instead of speaking of it just during Black History Month. Why not once a week, every month? Our history has something to learn every day.
Yeah.
And thank you for enlightening her about the history yesterday.
Yeah.
We were talking about, we got into some great history yesterday, talking about the Nubian religion.
Yeah. The movement. Yeah. Yeah, you see, you had some questions about that. What was the questions again?
Yeah, just like when did it start?
Yeah, 1974.
1974. When did you get started in it? And what made you get started in it?
I got started in it around 2000 and I say 3 or 4. Shout out to my man Daryl Tucker, Anderson, South Carolina, my man Cool Chuck. We interviewed DJ Cool Chuck before. They was talking about the master teacher and the true things about that Bible, and they started having Bible study. They invited me to a couple of Bible studies at the barber shops and stuff out there in South Carolina. And it was very interesting. And I was always asking questions about certain things in the Bible that didn't fit right with me in a long time.
Right.
So, and they definitely broke it down. They answered a lot of good questions. They put right to the word. They didn't have no opinion or nothing. They went straight to the scriptures. That's what I like. We went straight to the scriptures with it, and they elaborated on a lot of things, what some things mean and what's going on, down to the law, down to the original law that Jesus was talking about. The lies that they cover up in the Bible, they show that in the mistakes they made, everything. So yeah, that's what made me get into it, because I was very asking questions. Me being in a Christian home, a Baptist growing up, and you know what I mean. And I noticed things that happened in the church that I was like, that didn't fit right with me. What's going on? That ain't what God was saying in His Word.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What the preacher doing with Sister Ann?
I can remember having those moments, bro. And then it's like something not right here.
Yeah, what's going on with the deacon with that 13-year-old girl? What they doing right there in the kitchen right there? He touched her behind. What's up with that situation? Like stuff like that. I was, you know what I mean? And as far as me being in South Carolina, in the Bible Belt, and seeing the Christian committee, which is also part of the government, that comes and check on the church to make sure you're teaching the right thing, that didn't fit right with me either. Like I never seen that happen going to church in Buffalo, but it happens because they don't really let you know when they come into the congregation to see when you have a license to preach. They show up as anonymous and be a visitor. You know what I mean? And then I asked questions on that, and the truth came out. So a lot of things that had me get involved in the Nawapi Nation. Plus, it was my black people. So, and they follow the laws of them, and they follow the laws of the land, and they follow that book to where we're supposed to follow it on our walk as us as being black people, and knowing our DNA and heritage, and knowing our true family. And it makes a lot of sense too. Makes a lot of sense, you know what I mean? And and I couldn't find my certificate. I was gonna let y'all see it. I know I got in my briefcase. I got my Nawapi ID card. And I got you get your certificate when you take the classes, and you become a master teacher. I became a master teacher. I did this for 10 years straight, and I got ordained by my man Daryl Tucker and Cool Chuck, and also a couple other Nawapis from Atlanta, Florida, people that we traveled with it. So, and I got my Lodge 9 card, and they was like, now I could teach this thing too, so I could, you know what I mean, and I walk it, and I walk it, you know what I mean, and I understand my deity, I understand, who my people is, and that's why I have a problem with certain things that certain people say, like the Dr. Umar Johnsons and other religions and stuff like that about far as the Caucasian race, you know what I mean, and understand that anything that's in our deity is of us. You know what I mean? So we all as one, no matter what color you are, as long as you have that deity in you. And I can look at any female and male and see if you have that deity in you. And if we want to talk about that, I can break that down. But I want y'all to be, I do the claims, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, you know what I mean? And then you wonder why certain people act the way they act. It's more than just the DNA. It's also about the image of how people move and how they do things. And you can tell their deity where they come from. You know what I mean? So, and like I told you, I let you know who you were by looking at your eyes and your cheekbones.
These cheekbones, they told me these cheekbones definitely
You
Nigerian.
definitely, yeah,
I did my
Nigerian.
DNA. I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
my
yeah.
DNA.
As far as the God's DNA, as the Egyptian DNA, you have the DNA of Ma'at, Moon Goddess, and Isis.
And she said, I can feel that because I did some research yesterday, and my she's one of the goddess of truth and loyalty, and that is sure I am a Capricorn,
Yeah.
y'all, and I am very very
Yeah, yeah. Is it
transparent.
Barnes? No, he know I'm on point.
You believe you
Yeah.
say Lola said she want to know hers.
Oh,
The queen.
Lola definitely a moon god, moon goddess. She's a moon goddess all day long with a little bit of Isis. You know what I mean? Because Isis, I'm saying, Ma'at has a. You know what I'm saying? I know. I'm not. No, I'm saying no disrespect, no sexual harassment, nothing. This is just a deity that we have learned to look at women and looking at their deity is by their hourglass shape, their breasts,
Mhm.
and their butt. And
Mm.
you know what I mean? And looking at Lola, she is definitely got Isis, and she's a moon goddess. You know what I mean? Because she has a rump on her.
Oh,
You know?
we gonna talk about that also,
Yeah,
everybody. Y'all
yeah,
know the big dresses that the
yeah,
women used to wear with that made their hips look very, very huge. There's a reason behind those
yeah.
dresses. We are
That's
going to
right.
talk about that and more this month. I'm so excited. Good morning, Joanne. Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. We have Winter Peace coming in. Hey.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? And Winter Peace
Definitely gonna
is
talk
also
about it.
Winter Peace is definitely I'm mad at also.
Hey,
Yeah,
Queen.
yeah. You see her slanted eyes, see her cheekbones. She's mad at the goddess queen.
It's
Yes,
all right outside.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, you got to unmute yourself, queen. I can't hear you.
And today, everybody, our Black History highlight for today is James Baldwin. So, towards the end of the show, we're definitely going to play a video because I want you to get to know who James Baldwin was. He was an author. Some of you may have heard of some of the books that he wrote, like Native Son. I believe it's one that they still have to read in school. Well, you should be reading it in school if you are not. And if you are
Right.
not, pick it up.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Yeah, you unmuted. We hear you now. Go ahead and talk. We hear you. We still can't hear you. I don't know
She
what's
said she'd
going
be
on.
right back. She's driving.
Okay, go ahead. All right. You be right back. We here. Okay.
All right, so I
Uh,
can go into who James Baldwin is, everybody. Let me just put this picture up while the queen is getting it together. So allegedly, remember yesterday I was like, who did Google put up here? So my kids told me it was supposed to be James Baldwin. I see they took the picture down because I don't know what was going on with that picture.
yeah.
But this, everybody, is James Baldwin. And I just want to read a little bit about who James Baldwin was. So James Baldwin was actually born James Arthur Jones to his mom, Emma Burgess, on August 2nd, 1924, at a Harlem hospital in New York City. He was born out of wedlock. His mom had never married. He didn't really know who his father was. There were allegations that his father was addicted to drugs and may have died, but he didn't really know. His mom married David Baldwin, a laborer and Baptist preacher, in 1927. And that's how he got the last name Baldwin. What's interesting is that I feel like he was definitely before his time as far as what he wrote, a lot of what he wrote. So let me just play this video very quickly, everybody, while Winter is getting it together. Hello, Queen, you ready?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
I can hear
I
you.
can. Yes, I can. So you know what, everybody? I'm going to pause and play that video towards the end since we have Winter on here now. What's going on, Queen?
Oh my gosh, everything.
And truth speaker and extraordinaire. That's right, Byron. So make sure you tap in. Stay to the end so we can talk about who James Baldwin is. Did you know who James Baldwin is? He wrote Native Son. Did you have to read that in school?
No, I've heard of the name. It sounds familiar though.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like really remember.
It's cool. So how are you today?
Well, I woke up early as ever. My kids, I'm thinking I'm being quiet. My kids apparently they be on time with me. So that's that. I got my baby out. She about to go get on the bus, so that's good.
Well, it's definitely so nice to have you. Definitely the Evening Rush have been loving on you for a while. I talk about how they're the ones. I'm way traveling from Chicago to Buffalo, and all of a sudden I get this message. I get this inbox from Big Mike Murray, and he's like, I gotta have her on my show. Who is Winter Peace? This was like 2 years ago, so it's full circle.
Wow.
And now finally, it's funny, they're in Brooklyn and they're the ones that introduced you to me. As
Oh,
far
wow.
as I know, right? And they're in Brooklyn.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
So Don
I'm
is
in
the
Brooklyn.
CEO of the Evening Rush. So he's definitely happy to see you on here this morning.
Yes, I'm happy. I'm excited to be on here because I be watching y'all like most of the week, and I'll be like, dang, I wish I had that energy in the morning.
Yeah, we bring the energy on here to the platform. I'm early. I get up early every morning. I'm up at 5, sometimes 4 in the morning. I'll be up working, grinding.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into my morning schedule because I used to work out every day in the morning and stop at Starbucks and get my little, you know.
Yeah.
But the kids slowed me down a little bit, so I'm getting back into the morning thing.
Yeah.
So talk to us about what's been going on with you, because I see you out and about. I noticed the growth. So congratulations to you, Queen, because you really are out here doing it. We've had some conversations as we see each other in pass. And then one of the things that I was so happy to hear from you is that you really are into your music in more ways than one. So talk to us about that and in this growth spurt that you're in right now.
So I was always my family is a musical. I come from a musical family, so it was already embedded in my bones and my DNA. And I was in foster care at a younger age, so my mom, like, she would come over and teach me how to sing and stuff like that. So that's where it came from. And then eventually, like, on and on and on, I just started singing more. I wasn't into like singing and stuff like that. Like, I already had a voice and I already had like this talent, but it wasn't what I wanted to do because I didn't really have an outlet to use it, and I was around like the wrong people. So and I got, like, when I did start doing my music, I got a lot of negative feedback. Like, I lost a lot of friends. Like, family was like, no, like, people was telling me like music is the devil. Like, damn, I'm like, damn, I'm just trying to sing. But from there on, once I did start my music, I got a lot of good, like, I might have lost a lot of people that I was around, but I gained a lot more solid friendships, me doing music and connecting with people that love what I love and surround their life around what I surround my life with. So, like, music helped me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a challenge. Was it a challenge realizing that some people just cannot support you, even though you want them to support you, especially when it's people that you've known for a very long time?
It is challenging. It is hard to cope with, especially because I'm the type of person that I'll give you the shirt off my back, my last dollar, because I know tomorrow gonna give me more. But how I deal with that is I just think of it as, hey, everybody can't go with you on this ride, so just know if you ain't doing it for you, you can't do it for nobody else. And I just think about, like, my kids and the people that I am surrounded by and the people that are under me or around me that look up or, like, I give motivation to. So that's how I distract myself from the negative people who don't support or do anything.
What made you finally tell yourself, you know what, it doesn't matter who's supporting me, I'm going to do this anyways?
Well, Must Not. I wrote the song Must Not. That was my song right there. What was the question one more time?
Yeah, what made you say, you know what, bump what these people think, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, period?
Okay, so this was it. So I had this one friend, we was real close or whatever. I thought that was my girl. Like, I was calling her my sister. Like, that was my bitch. Excuse the language. Like, I got a twin sister, but we close, but, like, not how me and this girl was getting close, you know what I'm saying? And I told her, like, girl, I think I'm about to do my music. And, like, I don't know, like, I don't know where she got, like, mad weird. Like, I know, like, a lot of people got weird around me once I started doing music. So I'm just like, what? So I wrote the song Must Not. And I finally got it finished. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Licity Buffalo. but he had a showcase, and I
Big
performed
shout
that
out, Big
song
City.
at his showcase. And when I say I got so much love after that showcase, that just really got me like so motivated. There's my baby bus right there. But yeah, that just got me like so like, oh my god, like like they
I
love
got
me for
something.
real. They like my music. Like what's going on right now? And from there, I just was like, I ain't stopping because like people were seeing stuff in me that I did not see, or like people were saying like people come up to me and be like, your soul, or like this is just something about you that I like being around. Like random people stop me all the time, tell me they like story and stuff like that, or they be like, I listen to your music and the certain stuff that you say, like I was going through, and they always ask me like for like advice, life advice. How do you keep your head above water and stuff like that? So I be like, just listen to my music.
I had a chance to see you at Big Rich at the event Big Rich had, the listening event, and I was so awed at how you were working the crowd. Even though the crowd was like trying to do their own thing, you were still working the crowd, and it impressed me because that is how, I mean, that's business right there. You know what I mean? Like even though the crowd wasn't really crowding like they were supposed to, like we were there to support Big Rich, but I don't know.
Right.
You were still working the crowd. You still had that microphone. You were walking around. You were I felt like you were confident in what you were doing, like what you were there to do something, and you did what you were there. You understood the assignment.
Yeah.
And executed. And I love that about you. And you do have this energy about you that's just a kind spirit. Like, you know, everybody's not like that. You have this spirit about you. I don't see you in a bunch of mess that's going on out there. You know, haters go hate, period. They're going to hate. Just continue to do what you are going to do. Bam Fam said this new generation is definitely different. Yeah, it's different. I don't remember this much hate growing up, or maybe I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. And sometimes it's the people close to you.
Exactly. It do be the people closest to you, but I feel like you gotta go through that betrayal. I feel like you gotta go through that disloyal, dishonesty. I feel like you gotta get stabbed in the back though, in order to become stronger by the people that's close to you. So you got that skin on you, because this world is it's just gonna get bigger. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna come across people that's gonna have the wrong intentions, and you already gonna know how to maneuver through that. So I feel like some things you gotta go through, because I went through a lot of things, but it made me stronger in the end. Like I know how to deal with people. Like I already know, like from the second that I talk to you or look at you, I already know what you coming with, because I've dealt with a person like that before. You know, so.
Cat Williams said that if you watch that interview with him and Shay, Cat Williams said people are pretty much the same. There's 5 types of people. They just are in like different countries, different bodies. That's it. Did you find that too?
I see it, but that's really, I believe in that though. Like,
and listen, he also said that all his enemies look the same. I'm starting to believe that too.
Yes.
All my enemies look the same, y'all.
They do. They look the same. They act the same. They move the same.
Yes.
Facts. Facts. That energy just hops into one body to the other, and then the birds of a feather flock together.
Yes, they do. I'm going through a little thing right now. I don't know if it's a mind thing, but I got like a lot of people that love me, right? And then I got the people that hate me real bad. And so they be huddling up together they have like a little table, they huddle up together and they discuss. So what we gonna talk about Winter about today? How much we hate her today? And I'll be like, damn, like I'm just chilling over here minding my business.
Yeah, they got you on an agenda.
Yeah, like I'm the agenda. Like I'm like, dang, I should have my own like hater table, and then they make a vlog about everything that I do. Like
that's a haters reality show.
Yeah, I would love that for me really bad.
Y'all confetti.
That's a hater reality
show. Trying to get Winter and Equation on a track. Oh, that would be.
What? The Equation is with the piece on the track?
Equation? You never heard? Oh my God.
Oh, that right there will be something crazy.
Can we play one in the Equation song so that I'm gonna give you
give her a shot?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Naquasia, and you are listening to the only show moving in the morning, the Morning Show Podcast with Joker and Vette. Every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And I don't want nobody but you tuned in.
I love how your eyes got big when you heard Naquasia is my Mary J. Blige. Okay.
Yeah.
A tad bit of what she can. She can
We'll go ahead and drop a video and let you see if y'all can do something. Have her on the hook, and y'all just do the women thing, because women in MCing in Buffalo is #1 in Buffalo right now. Y'all taking over the hip hop scene in Buffalo. Why Benny the Butcher opened that door for us. And y'all is walking in. Y'all the only one that's walking into that big old tunnel that Benny the Butcher's opened up, and keep doing what you're doing. Because we got your back. Let's go, Winter.
Never lie, but if you must lie in the arms of the one you love.
I've got a love hangover. So if this is real, don't put me over. I want to feel your love. I want to feel your love. So let me hold. I want to hold on to you, babe. Just let me hold on to you, babe. Why must I think that I don't deserve the love that I do? And why must I be surprised that love comes from you? Yeah, one of a kind. So glad that you're mine. They say that love is hard to find. It's good as gold, so don't ever fold. And baby, just let me hold on to you, babe. Just let me hold on to you, babe. I've got a love hangover. So when this is real, please don't pull me over. I've got a love hangover. So if this is real, please don't pull me over. I want to hold on to you, babe. Just let me hold on to you, babe. I want to hold on to you, babe. Just let me hold on to you, babe. I've got a love hangover. So if this is real, don't pull me over.
Who is that saying that? Was that?
Yeah. That might be Mark.
I sent you the link, Lamar. If that's you.
Yeah.
I love her voice. Her voice is like soulful, like and strong, like mine. I don't hear that a lot.
Oh my God! Check out her song "Broken." Listen to her song "Broken." That's on YouTube. It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
It's on Healed My
And
Whole Soul.
in the intro, she's on the intro of our song of the morning show.
Mhm.
Her Her and Terrence Love, another R&B
Mhm.
singer that's strong. They did a duet together. Is off the
Oh
chain.
wow.
Yeah. That'd be a dope track.
Where do I
Queen.
be at though? Like I feel like I'd be under a rock.
Everybody waiting for that. Everybody
yeah.
loving it, saying that would be a fire collab.
Yeah. That joint would go viral. Understand
Can't
that?
you hear
It
Winter
would
rapping
get
up
me back
against
into
it, and then
my
you sing too?
yeah. That would get because I've been rapping lately. That would get me back into my singing vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like rapping because I like to say what I say and get it off my chest.
Like Nikki go back and forth.
Yeah.
Lately, she's been tripping though.
Talk to us about this. Talk to us about what are your thoughts on it, especially as a woman. What are your thoughts on it? Hey, Lamar.
Hi. So
Hey, how
my
you
thoughts
doing?
on the whole situation. Oh my fault. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Oh no, go ahead. When I come in, I listen for a second, and then when everybody say hi to me, I don't want to interrupt mid talk. So go ahead.
But my thoughts on the situation is, it's always fun to have a little competition, not competition, but like a little battle versus battle. It's always fun when it's just music. But when you're taking it outside of music and you making music stuff personal, that's when it becomes a problem because I thought this was just music, and I feel like two grown women should not. If say I don't like a female, like I don't like certain females in Buffalo, but I wouldn't personally come to them and make a beat about them, their kid, their mama, daddy, uncle, aunts. I would be like, yo, I would hit them up like on some business, like, let's write a diss about each other and get the scene popping real quick because we gotta make something happen. I don't like you, you don't like me. Let's make a song about it.
Lamar agreeing.
They
You
be
see how
trying
this keep
to
coming
really
up?
throw blows, though. Like they really be trying to throw blows, get they mans to pop up, do extra stuff.
Yep.
And that's where I stand.
Yep.
But as far as Nicki Minaj, I feel like she's been in the game a long time. She hasn't really been able to do that with a female because ain't no female been able to stand to her like that. So no matter the age, I feel like it was a funny game for her. But she got burnt though because like her man is a pedophile, so I would be mad too if I was dating.
That's deep. That's another show.
That's a whole nother show.
Like why? And then you had a baby by a pedophile. Like now your baby is. Now I don't want to talk about nobody's kids, but he got that in his DNA.
He half pedophile now? Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me.
I am just done. You know what?
But that's facts though. Like you are what you eat. And
Yeah. That's a fact.
he ate a pedophile. That's what she had.
Yeah. We pray that God anoint that DNA to the side.
Yes.
Let him grow to another a king in the game and change the game and don't repeat that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not always gonna float over. Like my daddy was 5'10". I ain't 5'10". So I mean, it's some things that don't translate over to the DNA. I wish I was 5'10" and I'm not.
I wish I was a little darker. I got this pale skin. I'm the lightest one in my mama's kids.
Are you?
So
yeah.
Hopefully it didn't transfer all the way down to the children. Hopefully they're not half pedophiles.
They like to.
That's the funniest thing I heard all morning.
Black.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
What's so funny is that both diss songs are in this chart race right now. Like they really are in a race right now. And man, I seen Nikki put up on her Instagram that her song just hit some numbers. Bigfoot just hit some numbers. So it's hilarious to me. I hate to see it though.
It's definitely it's in the top 3, as a matter of fact.
But it's not number 1, and Meg number 1 right now.
Yeah.
True.
So,
it's the first time in history, though.
Yeah.
Occupied the top spots on the chart. It's the first time in history.
Yeah. They knocked down the Braun James track from Benny the Butcher. Knocked that from number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that's crazy.
Yeah.
America loves drama. Unfortunately, we'll watch drama
over
and sex sells. we'll
Yeah,
watch
Bob
Tropic.
Baker said both of the tracks are trash. I agree.
Yeah, I
This was
finally
number
heard them
one
last
and
night,
Big
and
number
It's
yeah,
two.
not
they both
music.
trash.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not really music. It's just something for here and now. You know, it's just a buzz. People be making buzz music.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
fact.
make
That's that. Yep.
music like. What is this that I'm hearing right now? Like, I'm not gonna listen to this 2-3 years from now. My whole playlist is from the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. I don't have any music in my playlist from now that like besides like G Herbo and like Kodak and like
And that's interesting because you are still you're in your what mid 20s. So that's interesting that even someone a millennial, I believe you're a millennial, don't even care for the music that's being put out now. So what do you think about some of the independent artists out here that's putting out, you know, I feel like we can bring back that 90s sound. That's one of the reasons why I talk about both Hero on here a lot and Latina Gina. You know, I love their sounds. What do you think about those sounds coming back? And do you think it's possible?
I do believe that it is possible, but I feel like the only thing, everybody's getting brainwashed and bombarded with this whatever they got on the airwaves right now. They not playing the real music. Like that's why everybody gotta keep doing what they doing. Like keep it in there. Like just
stay consistent with it. That's right.
Yeah, like don't stop. Like don't. Oh, you making good music right now, but you about to switch up your genre or your flow because you think this is what's in right now. Like, don't follow nobody else. Just stick to what you're doing because everybody can't do what you do. So, like,
that's right.
Stick to that music that you like because everybody might not like it, but the people that like you and know what you're saying gonna like that.
I see a lot of the younger men doing the auto tunes, and I mean some of it sounds all right, but I think it's oversaturated now.
I hate the auto tune.
When I say the passion, they need to just stop that crap. That they need to stop that. Stop.
They all sound the same too. Like
stop.
I be listening to the music. I be like, who is this Drake? Who is this Lil Wayne? It be like Lil Booty or something. I be like, oh.
And they all do sound alike. I promise you, because I really do. If someone sends me music, I'm going to listen to it. I really am. I'm going to listen to it. And I got a couple tracks this past weekend. I had to go back and look at who the artist was because they sounded so much alike.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They sounded alike.
They using the same thing. Like when I go to the studio, I tell people don't like I don't need auto tune for my vocals, but like if you could like make them crispy, make them crispy. I like hearing myself like I sound too good. Like the one guy I went to the studio with, I recorded the song, then he messed the whole song up, putting auto tune on it, and I didn't even want the song no more.
Yeah.
I feel like it's this.
Who does that? Help me understand the way music is, because I heard some tracks the other day and the lyrics were phenomenal, but the beat was okay, but the beat was just okay. I felt like the beat could have had if it had a little bit more power to it, or if somebody could have helped with that voice a little bit more, the song would have been fire. So who does that? Who lays down the tracks over the lyrics? Help me understand that. And for those who don't understand it.
So that's the producer's job. So boom, there's the producer and there's the artist. The artist can be a producer as well though.
Right.
Like I'm an artist and I'm a producer. So basically what the producer does is you come in with a song, you want to record this, you got your beat, you got your lyrics. The producer records the song, they mix and master the song. So however your song come out is based off the producer that you get. A producer can make or break a song. Like I could record songs all day, but if I don't know how to mix and master, it's not gonna matter because there's certain the radio, speaker, and in the car are 3 totally different sounds. So you gotta get in a studio with somebody that knows that and how to use the controls, because there's certain like you can't use a wave for certain things. You got to use an MP3 for certain things. And because I got my song played on the radio, I had to send my song to an actual DJ King Shot, to even get my song played on the radio because it was a different sound. So like And I watched a guy in the studio, like they even mess with the beat too. Like you can go beyond just messing with the vocals. You can go in on the beat and make the beat crazy. I was like, oh.
That's what I was wishing, and I'm listening to this song, and I'm like, dang, this song. I mean, the lyrics. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this artist. I'm not going to say who it is, but I am a fan of this artist. Definitely surprised me. And I'm listening to the vocals, and I'm like, man, if I don't know what that is, but the beat is like it was something just way off that it wasn't supporting what she was saying.
She probably need to go back and go with a different producer or tell him to sit down and take your time with my song. Like some people be rushing with their music. Like it ain't no rush. Like I get you in the moment right now. You got to get this off your chest. But like I be recording songs sometimes and I'll wait 3 days to listen to it because it's fresh. And I go back 3 days and it don't sound like how I want it to sound. So I got to keep going back. And it probably take me like a month to finish the song fully. So she just probably got to go back in or probably get a different producer because different producers know different things.
Yeah, that's an amazing studio right there. Mixed Works Recordings. That that's one of the new studios. Yeah, Don Marco, what's going on, man? DJ M80, you know what I'm saying? That's his studio, man. That's one of the best engineers. I would like to record all my artwork I got going on with the comic book. I would like him to record that because he's a good engineer. Yeah, I like M80.
And I need a pair of customized shoes.
I got you.
Get on winner.
Drip. I got you.
I'm trying to rock them joints in my next photo shooting class.
Yeah, I got you. What size you wear? 7?
7. And women.
That's the number one size.
Cause I be like, dang,
I got you.
Big shout out to Brooklyn of the Brown Table because he's the one. Big Mike is the one who introduced me. So big shout out to Brooklyn of the Brown Table. He's the one that introduced me to Winter Peace in her portfolio of music over at the Evening Rush. So I knew you were going to come on because he's a big fan. We were talking the other day. He's talking about your songs and stuff. So he's a huge fan out of Brooklyn, Winter Peace. So just know that you are expanding outside of Buffalo.
I inboxed him a few times. I think he inboxed me.
That's what's up.
Yep. Hey, love.
Thank you for showing me love. Oh my God, I didn't know you was from Brooklyn.
He's in Brooklyn. All the way in
I think
Brooklyn.
that's his name on the thing. But I don't be realizing where people from because I be so like tunnel vision. Like when you was like somebody from Brooklyn, I was like, Brooklyn, goddamn.
They say they love you over there.
Yeah, Brooklyn, you got a fan base in Brooklyn, Winter Peace.
I'm about to come out there and do a show. What's up?
Yeah, you got to do a show. Somebody got the book,
Y'all gotta
Winter
come
Peace.
with me. We gotta get lit out there in Brooklyn.
Get with Brooklyn at the Brown Table. He know a lot about what's going on in Brooklyn. Get with Don. Look, they spreading love to you. They definitely spread.
Thank you. I love y'all back. Oh my God, thank you.
I appreciate you explaining to me about the music because sometimes I do hear certain songs and I'm always listening to the lyrics. I'm listening to the beat draws me in. I ain't gonna lie, the beat draws me in. But then I start listening to the lyrics because I want to hear the story. So thank you for breaking that down to me because sometimes I get music and I want to go back and be like, I love what you're saying, but the sound is off. The beats are way too loud, and I can't really hear what you're saying. But I don't know what that is, like how to express that. And thank you everybody for talking about the engineer and the producer, because man, it's a lot out there. Tyree Haynes, okay.
Tyree
nephew, you know Tyree, okay.
He one of the top. Out of all the producers, he is like a top 5 producer in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, I heard a lot about him too.
Top 5.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a whole top 5 list, but he one of them.
So who are you voting? Well, let's go down some of this list for the 716 Music Awards. Tell us some of the people out there that we should be looking out for.
Ooh.
But definitely add her. Vote her as Female of the Year. Please nominate her as Lyricist of the Year. And for Single of the Year. You know what I'm saying? You need all that. You know what I'm saying? And while you're playing, Hustler of the Year because she on her grind.
That's a fact.
Yeah, he is. He is slow at times. I'm gonna have to get back with Tyree. I'm gonna have to get back. It was all over the place.
He gonna watch his replay and be like, I ain't slow.
you, nephew. Help me with some of these. I want to vote. I want to not only vote, but I want to see the people's body of work as far as producer, all of that. Like I want to be very strategic about this because if you need your flowers, you should be getting your flowers.
Exactly.
You
know? It's all I got a lot of stuff to say, but if I was to vote for a few people, I would definitely vote for dang, it's too many people. I can't do that.
It's a lot of it. It is a lot.
I can't do that to the people.
Lot.
I ain't even gonna front because if I say one name, I gotta say the other name.
Yeah.
Just know, like, just keep y'all foots on their neck. Y'all know who y'all is. If y'all in contact with me, y'all know who y'all is.
And don't forget to vote for the morning show, the number one podcast of the year.
Number one podcast, the morning show, because that's who I'm voting for. And it ain't no other.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on, y'all.
Come on, y'all. No other, the best morning podcast in the world on every day. Y'all make sure y'all tune in because y'all be giving out information. Y'all be dropping gems. I be like, ooh, I didn't know that.
Thank you, love. Thank you so much. You gotta send us a drop on her piece.
You gotta send us a video drop like DeQuaja did. You gotta send us the.
I got you.
Yes, you can even rap on that sucker. Rap on it.
I'm gonna be like focused on tunnel vision. Gotta use both arms. Nice with the switchblade and gotta keep that gun on. Like heavy can't afford to lose. I'm dead strong. Gotta wear your big boy pants for me. I've been on.
Ooh, your voice so strong. You don't even need no instrumental behind it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Thank you, nephew. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all vote for us, okay? Vote for us. Make it so they can't deny it, okay?
Yeah. They can't. They can't bring the politics involved. Understand me?
Politicking.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get to your music. We played it before already. We're gonna play it again. You gonna play my favorite song, "Body" is my favorite. Yeah, and he just spit the bars right there. I know no bars. I know no bars because I know by heart too. You know what I mean? You know, I can ad lib for you. You feel me? This is it right here, man. Winter Peace, "Body."
Focused, I'm tunnel vision, gotta use both arms. Nice with the switchblade and gotta keep that gun on. Body so heavy, can't afford to lose, I'm dead strong. Gotta wear your big boy pants for me, I've been on. All but all like shit when they come to me, ain't it for free? Thinking you funny, blow your top, baby, respectfully. Put in that work to run the show, this shit ain't come easy. Down on my ass, ain't had no cash, ain't have a thing to eat. Body the presence, body the book. Any room I stand in, all the haters be shook. Everything I do big, I don't go by the book. They say shorty too fine, I sip her up like wine. Shorty got that juice, her beauty a define. Stressing about you, baby, I do not have the time. Been putting in that work, my back ain't come to the phone. Salute to all the homies from my hood I put on. I'm on a new wave, open a new age. Hiding in your penthouse, baby, you ain't safe. Bring the storm to your front porch, baby, like my name. And if you wanna rock on me, then baby, get your funds up. Cause it all sound good until it's time to run up. Like getting expensive, got no time for chit chat. Walked away with your hoe like better get your lick back. Thinking they love you, they just want their get back. Yeah. Big Winter Peace, you already know God, body, let's get it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's so crazy about that song?
That's right there.
That like nobody knows.
We can't see you.
Y'all can see me?
No.
Nah.
We got no echo going on.
Big shout out to my hometown, making that video. Thinking they love you.
Yeah, they just want that get back.
We may have to drop down and come back in.
Yeah, let me try to go. I'm about to come back in.
Okay. No doubt. Yeah, that's Winter Peace. One of our favorite tracks from her right there, boy. She's spitting on that joint.
I was happy to see.
Yeah.
I seen the video earlier, but I was happy to see that she also highlighted one of the stores out here in my hometown of Lackawanna. Big shout out to Michael Anderson, who opened up his own vegetable. You can go in there and get fresh produce. It's right on Ridge Road in Lackawanna. If you are familiar with Victoria Square, it is right in that same vicinity, right next to Buffalo Clinical Lab. So big shout out to my hometown of Lackawanna and Winter Peace for even highlighting. When I seen that, I was like, oh shoot, that's Michael Anderson. Okay, I love that. She's back in here. Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. Here you go. Yeah.
I
Yo,
love that you got Lackawanna in
be
here.
out. Shut up, damn. Breaker 1080 copy.
So talk to us about the video, Winter.
So I feel like that's my speed right there. Like that's my weight. That's my sound.
Yeah.
Is that sound? But the video though, because I got a lot of clash about that video, and they was saying like basically the video was graunchy.
What you mean by that?
I know,
Like they ain't like the video, and they was saying like, oh, the video was like graunchy. Like it's like
No.
So basically what happened was this videographer had hit me up, and he was like, yo, I would love to do the video for that song. Da, 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 da. Now I make all my own cover work. I do everything on my own. So he had hit me up, and I'm like, oh, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the guy. I set a date, we were supposed to do the video. Never showed up, never called, no nothing. So my brother knocked on my door, thank God, because he's a good camera guy. And I just got the new iPhone 14 at the time. And, they be making movies on the iPhone 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I was like, can you record this for me? And we just literally walked up the street and recorded that. And I just edited it on my phone. And shoot.
Well, you did the doggone
I feel
thing.
like I did my thing in that video.
Yeah, that video was tight.
And I was showing love to the community though. Like,
yeah.
I was in the joint. This guy, he owned this vegetable store.
Michael Anderson. Yes.
Yeah, and
I
thought that was cool. And I said, we got a whole black-owned guy. Whatever the store is called, I forget the name, but he's black. So I'm like, I'm about to put you in my music video so people know about you. And he did the whole, I was like, yo, that's really so fire. So I thought I was doing something. I know I was doing something. And I sat on top of the police cars because they always be out here, like when I lived out here in teenage years, like they always used to like try to lock me up out here because for no reason. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm on top of your car. Do something about it.
The police out here was something else, especially back in the days. I grew up tripping. Leo is now retired, so
yeah. Because, oh my God, they try to have me in there so many times. Like, leave me alone.
They loving it. Everybody's loving the video. So whoever was hating it, Lola said you did that. My nephew said, let the people talk, just work. They always have something to say when they're not doing what you're doing, Ma. Stay focused on their next. Thank you, nephew. Thank you. And he's been doing this music for a very long time. Big shout out to Don Marco, my nephew up out of Rochester. Big shout out to you, honey.
Yes.
Brooklyn at the Brown Table, one of your favorite fans, said there's nothing wrong with that video.
And that means a lot to me because y'all showing me love really means so much to me because I be down and out. Like, I be like, fuck music.
Put on the morning show.
But I swear, I be like, I really be about to cry because I be like, the people really love me for real. Like,
when I first heard Body, I'm a super fan. I'm a super fan. I be following you on IG and liking everything and commenting and everything. And you hit me up like, what's up? I need to be on your show. I said, I got you.
Don't cry like Drake. Don't mess your makeup up. Cry like Drake do. Do like this. You gotta do like Drake and wave.
There's nothing wrong with that video. It's clean, it's family oriented, it's commercialized. You don't get that today. That song is going to take you where you want to be. Stars, 100% facts.
And I try to stay away from cussing and profanity because I want my songs played on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all
And the
don't know, for all
producer,
the cussers out there,
the beat maker on there, Bogart, that's my boy. He nice.
yes, I
That's my
love his
boy.
beat.
Yeah, he
I love it.
official. Yeah.
I did that body that must not are from the same guy. Those both of those beats are from.
Bogart, he nice. He nice. I love him. Yeah. I chop with him all the time. He always send me beats in my
Oh,
inbox.
you
Like,
know him? You know him?
yeah. I've been
Tell
a
him to send me
Joker know
some more
everybody.
beats.
Joker know
yeah.
everybody.
I got a whole catalog of his beats I ain't even used yet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Send them
Yeah.
over to me.
Yeah, got some flavor. Yeah,
She said, I use them.
definitely.
I use them.
Yeah, he a problem. He a problem, man. Good people, man. Good people. You know what I'm saying? Out there, he live in Atlanta, but he's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Lola
Yeah.
said they mad you ain't have to twerk. Real raw talent.
Exactly. Or S
Yeah.
no D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Or shake
That
no
part.
A. Or show no body.
Exactly.
Oh, I got the body.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
They
That's
throwing
right.
out all types of names. I'm gonna have to check out some of these names later because I have not voted yet for the 716 Music Awards because I really want to be intentional and really give people their flowers and vote for the people like I feel really out here doing their thing. That's why I'm asking everybody throw some names out there so I can look up their work and see really because this I love what Lit City and those guys are over there doing. I just don't want it to be political. Like vote for real for the people who have the talent. Don't just give somebody an award
Off
because
of popularity or their name,
the family.
Because I want to attract attention.
Yeah, like make it real. This thing has a.
When people don't stay humble, they fall off.
Yeah,
like, you gotta stay humble. Like it might not be like it might not be what you want it to be, but it's real. Like you said, like this real. This who really been doing this since day one. Don't because this person popping right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like don't do that because then then it's not gonna be genuine anymore. And like I don't want to be a part of nothing that's not genuine.
Yeah, I salute to all the people that was in my inbox for past 4 or 5 days, voting for me for Hustle of the Year, voting for the podcast of the year. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. We even voted for the One Injection that did well with this past year, and I ain't even pushed that album, but I salute to those who recognize and all that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate y'all throwing in. A lot of them is tuned in right now, so I salute to y'all for that.
Yeah, definitely vote for real for the people that's really out there putting in that work. Like, man, I love what all of these awards, even the ATL Yo Raps. Make sure y'all go vote for Vibing with Vet for the ATL Raps. We have been nominated for Podcast of the Year in Atlanta. Man,
wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, we are doing our thing.
All across the world. Did y'all hear the city?
Yeah. We worldwide with this thing, man. We bigger than Buffett when it's podcast. I make sure of that. Me being the marketing department, I had to.
I'm over there. That's about to be a new verse of the song.
Yeah.
I ain't even over there, but I'm over there.
Yeah.
I like that. Fam said they need to give a platform for women of the music because they've been laying it down for real.
Women is locking it down in Buffalo, man. They the number one. Pretty Bully.
Oh my God,
Peace. You know what I mean? Case closed.
Kenyatta Davis.
Yeah.
I haven't heard. What's the name?
Kenyatta Davis.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I love her voice.
Yeah, no doubt, man. The females is definitely taking over right now, doing their thing, and just spitting bars and being original. You know what I mean? Ain't twerking, ain't doing nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Straight giving lyrics in the mic, just ain't caring. Like I want all the smoke type of flows. You understand me?
We going harder than the dudes
all day. I'll give it to y'all. Like y'all walking in that funnel that Benny's opening up, man, and that's I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
I ain't even going front. I'm gonna speak it into. I'm gonna manifest it right now. This year, the Drum Fest, I better be on that stage. I know that.
Yeah.
You know they might be. Hopefully, he brings Snoop Dogg. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Last year's Drum Fest, I was two-turned.
Yeah. I'm here this year.
I better be on that stage.
We be the media side this year. We're gonna be backstage on the media side this year.
I want to be media too. But
we have room over here at Green Links Media Queen. So if you are interested in doing anything, come on and talk to me. Anybody else out there who is interested in podcasting, We are still looking for 2 additional co-hosts because we be lifing on here. Okay, we need 2 additional co-hosts on the morning show. I know everybody's not morning people, but we are still looking for 2 additional co-hosts just to add some substance because I feel like we all bring our own audience.
Yes.
So we need additional people because we want to bring more people to the platform and pour love into you. So if you are interested in being a co-host for this morning show, please hit me up. Or if you are interested in having your own podcast, hit me up and let me know.
Hit us up. You know what I mean?
.com.
And don't forget to, on the 10th, my artist, Bars Banger, performing on the 10th.
Oh, Boss Banger.
Yeah, that's my artist. I manage that brother right there.
In the
city. In Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Boss Banger.
Yeah, he's definitely performing. You know what I'm saying? Doing what it do. You know what I mean? Don't forget me and Vette speaking.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's fire. Y'all tune in.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we gonna be there at the General's Wealth. Y'all want to get your wealth up, give me some money in your sleep. You need to be there from, get your own house to you get your credit straight and knowing the music business. And also, I'm doing the marketing part of it. I am a marketing manager. I will get your marketing up, get your brand up. Go ahead and get educated, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get your tickets. You know what I mean? They're on sale right now. If y'all want the link, holla at me. We already sold it pretty much. It's doing pretty good right now, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Definitely going to talk to what I'm going to talk to everybody is taking ownership of your life, because a lot of us we allow life to life us instead of us life in life. So that is definitely what I'm going to be talking to, and how to just move forward. It's not going to be. I'm not a millionaire yet, y'all, but I bet y'all go watch it. If y'all want to come with me, come on and join me.
Yeah. We're definitely going to play that dive. Yeah, that dive from Bars Banger. What's the last word we're going to put in there? What's the last word y'all going to bring to the table today?
I want to talk about James Baldwin before we and play this quick video, because this is Black History Month. So everybody, please pay attention. I just want to give a brief synopsis again about who James Baldwin was, because he's definitely an icon for our history. He had left school in 1941 to earn money to help support his family, and he ended up being a phenomenal figure in our history. Like I said, he wrote Native Son, and I just want to play this video really quickly, everybody. Let me share my screen. I thought that this was phenomenal and I wanted to share. Y'all know I'm always in my learning mode, so.
Yes.
Over the course of the 1960s, the FBI amassed almost 2,000 documents in an investigation into one of America's most celebrated minds. The subject of this inquiry was a writer named James Baldwin. At the time, the FBI investigated many artists and thinkers, but most of their files were a fraction of the size of Baldwin's. During the years when the FBI hounded him, he became one of the best-selling Black authors in the world. So what made James Baldwin loom so large in the imaginations of both the public and the authorities? Born in Harlem in 1924, he was the oldest of 9 children. At age 14, he began to work as a preacher. By delivering sermons, he developed his voice as a writer, but also grew conflicted about the church's stance on racial inequality and homosexuality. After high school, he began writing novels and essays while taking a series of odd jobs. But the issues that had driven him away from the church were still inescapable in his daily life. Constantly confronted with racism and homophobia, he was angry and disillusioned and yearned for a less restricted life. So in 1948, at the age of 24, he moved to Paris on a writing fellowship. From France, he published his first novel, Go Tell It on the Mountain, in 1953. Set in Harlem, the book explores the church as a source of both repression and hope. It was popular with both Black and white readers. As he earned acclaim for his fiction, Baldwin gathered his thoughts on race, class, culture, and exile in his 1955 extended essay, Notes of a Native Son. Meanwhile, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum in America. Black Americans were making incremental gains at registering to vote and voting, but were still denied basic dignities in schools, on buses, in the workforce, and in the armed services. Though he lived primarily in France for the rest of his life, Baldwin was deeply invested in the movement and keenly aware of his country's unfulfilled promise. He had seen family, friends, and neighbors spiral into addiction, incarceration, and suicide. He believed their fates originated from the constraints of a segregated society. In 1963, he published The Fire Next Time, an arresting portrait of racial strife in which he held white America accountable. But he also went further, arguing that racism hurt white people too. In his view, everyone was inextricably enmeshed in the same social fabric. He had long believed that people are trapped in history, and history is trapped in them. Baldwin's role in the civil rights movement went beyond observing and reporting. He also traveled through the American South, attending rallies, giving lectures of his own. He debated both white politicians and black activists, including Malcolm X, and served as a liaison between black activists and intellectuals and white establishment leaders like Robert Kennedy. Because of Baldwin's unique ability to articulate the causes of social turbulence in a way that white audiences were willing to hear, Kennedy and others tended to see him as an ambassador for Black Americans, a label Baldwin rejected. And at the same time, his faculty with words led the FBI to view him as a threat. Even within the civil rights movement, Baldwin could sometimes feel like an outsider for his choice to live abroad, as well as his sexuality, which he explored openly in his writing at a time when homophobia ran rampant. Throughout his life, Baldwin considered it his role to bear witness. Unlike many of his peers, he lived to see some of the victories of the civil rights movement, but the continuing racial inequalities in the United States weighed heavily on him. Though he may have felt trapped in his moment in history, his words have made generations of people feel known, while guiding them toward a more nuanced understanding of society's most complex issues. Learn about other trailblazers of the civil rights movement.
Thank you, everybody, for watching that. I just thought that it was important to just highlight some people who really were trailblazing for us to be able to even do this. Imagine had James Baldwin not done what he did, we may not even be able to be on camera right now doing what it is that we're doing. So I always like.
Good morning, DJ Queen B. Good morning.
Those things. Hey, Queen, thank you so much for tapping in. Make sure y'all tap in with DJ Queen B on her show.
Yeah, Liddy Radio, LiddyRadio.com.
So thank you, everybody, for watching that. We're going to highlight somebody every day, especially this month, just to bring awareness that our history did not start and stop when slavery did. We are continuing to go above and beyond and continuing to survive, even though we are faced with so much inequality, even now, especially as women. And Winter Peace, I just want to highlight you as a woman in this industry, because it is difficult maneuvering a mostly male-driven industry and paving your way unapologetically. So continue to do that. We're giving you your flowers now, because I know it can be tough, because they want to over-sexualize you. And you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot to deal with.
Like, dang, can we make a song? Damn.
Okay, that part. Okay.
Can we stick to business per usual?
Yeah.
No other type of transactions needed.
That's right. That's right. That's facts.
Yeah, I know you've been approached because you're so beautiful. I know you've been approached. See?
Every time.
See? Yeah. Don't mix business with pleasure, everybody.
Don't do that.
Do not do it. That is one of my number one sayings. I said that, especially after I saw what happened with Mary J. Blige and Wendy Williams. I'm like, we're not doing that. We gonna be on the same accord somewhere.
You will never be respected doing that. The way you want it, because they always gonna look at you as, all you gotta do is this. She gonna give you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why I hold myself to such a high standard. Some people might call me like a little bougie, but like, no, like, I respect my body. So if you don't respect yourself, nobody gonna respect you in the music.
Listen, man, it's an integrity game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people get away from that integrity, and then they do what they do, and and they get them dollar bills. So you gotta take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? Bills gotta be paid. The bills keep coming in the mail. I understand all that.
But money ain't worth your
career,
your soul.
And God.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Most High, whatever type of relationship you got, don't hinder that relationship out of all relationships.
Protect the brand buyer said that part. Ooh, that's in my head all the time, especially now as we are building out this thing and we are building it out in real life. Like, y'all are, everybody is seeing us build this show out. It is in my head. It's protect the brand. Like Green Links Media is a legacy that I am going to leave to my grandkids and my six babies.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
God, if God say the same, so you got to protect that.
Oh
and
yeah,
don't mix business. Don't get
that's
sidelined,
why.
as my mama say.
That's why I move how I move on a brand, what I do, and even when I teach my artists and do the marketing. That's the part of marketing too, is protecting your brand and understand what you want to do in the next 5 years and what you're going to be at in the next 10 years. You know what I mean? And what you're going to do when you do it at the next level. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be people coming at you. You know what I mean? I've been signed to a major record label. I know. You know, I was signed to Sony. I was signed to Universal Records in the 2000s. I know how that rolls, and I stand 10 toes down on all that. That's why I do have good relationships, but some people in the industry don't like me because of that. So
you said something earlier, Winter, about people coming. You see the same type of people, like the enemies that's coming against you, and they all look the same. It's just in different bodies, just different characters. I feel like if we keep that in mind, everybody, and I'm talking to the artists and anybody out there, even the ones who are thinking about podcasting, this thing can get ugly. I ain't even gonna lie, this thing can get real ugly because you are coming up against people who may want to do what you're doing, and they see that you are doing it better, and they want to come up against you because they feel some type of way. Or you have people who really, they feel as if their dreams have not been realized, and then that, it's a whole bunch of stuff that you have to deal with. Just like my nephew said, don't sell your soul for fame. They will definitely put you in a position to where you have to pick a side, stay focused. I'm leaving on now.
You gotta stay prayed up.
Yeah, prayed up, fast up.
Prayed up. That's why I always say, like, I'm the God body. I'm highly blessed and highly favored by the man and the great God above. I am a God body, so I move like a God body. Life be lifing, but you gotta live every day of life to the fullest.
That's right. That's right.
Amen to that, Queen. Amen to that. What else? What are we leaving everybody with today? We didn't even get into the hip hop history today. That is okay because this was a phenomenal show.
That's all right. That's all right. We good. You know what I'm saying? With the piece, keep doing what you're doing. I got you on the custom shoes. You know what I'm saying? I got you on that.
Don't I know forget, I'm a inbox you.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to hook you up. I know you finna go ahead and make it do what it do. You're gonna make that brand so beautiful. You know what I mean? And all that. And keep doing what you're doing. And we got your back. The whole, you know what I'm saying? Green Links got your back. You know what I'm saying? The Pay the Drip family, the Even Rush Network family. You know what I'm saying? Balls Baker, his crew, we all got your back.
I got y'all too.
And we're gonna definitely make sure your brand go to the next level. If you ever need us for anything, if you on tour and you need an assistant on the road with you, call us. We will definitely go on the road with you.
Say that.
Yeah,
they are loving on you, Winter.
I love y'all so much, for real. Thank you.
My nephew all the way in Rochester. He go from Rochester to Maryland, so you got some love. That's what's up.
Thank you, y'all, for tuning in. Like, I really love y'all, for real. Like, y'all keep me motivated. Y'all keep me going. I'm not alone, so
not at all. Not at all. And thank you, God. That is what I want everybody that tuned into this show to feel right there. Say it again one more time for me.
I am not alone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we're gonna end this bad boy up with Bars Banger Dive. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Bars. He killing it.
Sorry, crazy. Listen. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die. She gon' die for the pesos. She go low. No hands on the pipe though, cause the tatty YOLO. And she so vocal. I mean Shania Twain. I mean Adele. When it swell, she gon' do a thing. Cash App is her name, and Zell was her mama. Let some niggas broken sick, call her head trauma. Her grip is the best, her rhythm finesse. Can swallow a 40, Swiss shorty is blessed. But nothing is free, she's something to see. Put that paper in her hand, she hide and go seek. She merry go round, they like let it go now. She snatching their souls. So wicked and foul, so pretty and real, so gritty and ill. If you record another broker and copy her skills, I call her headshot sniper. Her dive game is insane and I like her. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for the pesos. She gon' die. She gon' get it. I mean a Brooklyn minute. I mean a New York hour. Mama gave her too much power. Her body is stacked. Her mind on them rack. Them call her a bitch, but she don't roll with a pack. She know what she want, could tell what you got. So if she talking to you, you got a hell of a shot. Them lips hell of a plum, she got a hell of a rump. And if you paying hush money, you better be drunk. You better be Elon with that space bread. Brains out of this world, I call her space head. Don't call her for hugs, she take none of them drugs. They all think they her man, she said none of them was. But she calling them daddy, she hopping the caddy. Finish him off, get her bread without leaving the attic. I call her headshot sniper. Her dive game is insane and I like her. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' dive. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' die for them pesos. She gon' dive.
What's going on, y'all? It's Case Closed. Ain't no other. I'm tuned in to the Morning Show podcast, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's hosted by Overlooked MC The Joker and VETTE Green. If y'all ain't tuned in, I don't know what you doing.
I love her.
Yo, what up? This your boy Terrence Love, and you're listening to the only show moving in the morning. That's the Morning Show podcast with Joker and VETTE. Every Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And remember, let's get love back on the radio. Terrence Love.
It's the Godmother, and Stand On It podcast is coming soon. I had a talk with Chrissy. I said, yo, you be with the snakes that snake the snakes. So I know everything you say, you gonna stand on. That's why it's the Godmother approved.
Still ain't even though, nigga. Yeah. Yo, we gonna get even, yo. Alright.
This has been a Green Links Media production. Thank you for watching. Make sure you come on back.